Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I wanted to talk about the return of one of Marvel's greatest writers. Well, I found this news pretty exciting this morning, and for fans of the X-Men, it is a really big deal. Now, what's being reported is one of the X-Men's most legendary writers will return to write a limited series. This would be the one and only Chris Claremont. Now, he probably has defined the X-Men and crafted the franchise's biggest stories ever, and he's going to return this July to pick up one of his co-creations, Gambit. Now, this will feature the artwork of Sid Cotain, and this Gambit series will be a limited series and only 5 issues long, but it should get fans pretty excited to see Claremont back in the seed. Now, the series will take fans back to an exciting time when Gambit and a DH Storm forged quite the relationship as they thieved their way up and down the Mississippi River. Along the way, the series is going to apparently tell a lot of stories that we've never heard before about the Raging Cajun. Some of these stories will include Shadow King, some will be very grounded, and others will be what they're calling out of this world. Now, one of the cool things about the story, and Marvel's been doing this a lot with their limited series, is each cover will be done by a different all-star artist. Salvador LaRocca, Peach Momoko, Scott Williams, and Inyuk Lee will all take on those roles, and I have to say, if you're watching them in the background, some of these covers look really great. Now, AIPT Comics actually talked a little bit to Claremont about the upcoming series and why specifically he chose this era. This is what Chris had to say. Because I considered it somewhere that provided the opportunity for a whole lot of fun to be had by all involved. Think about it. Who notices kids? The way Remy dresses, not to mention his great body and gorgeous looks, most of the time all eyes turn towards him. Kid Ro remains functionally invisible, and targets look to Remy. Ro picks his pocket. But the true reason, frankly, is that the story turned out to be a whole lot more fun this way. Now, in case you didn't know it, Claremont actually wrote the story outline for the Gambit movie that Channing Tatum was supposed to star in, but got scrapped when it was acquired by Disney. Whether that comes back into circulation, you never know. If Claremont wrote the outline, I think Marvel Studios should probably consider it, even if they don't plan on using Tatum in the role. Now, the book isn't that far out. Gambit #1 actually arrives at stores on July the 27th, so we have just over a month before we get to spend some more time with the Raging Cajun. This is going to be one of those cool Marvel events, and I love seeing Claremont come back to the role. I mean, let's be clear, it's really hard to find a more influential writer in the history of the X-Men than Chris Claremont, and he really does know these characters. Heck, he invented most of these characters, so I can't wait to see what he's going to do with Gambit. Plus, Gambit is a lot of fun, fans really gravitate to the character, and I really do believe when Marvel Studios brings the mutants to the big screen, Gambit is going to be a big part of that. He kind of got a disservice over at Fox, and with all the fan love, they would be fools not to. Now, obviously, when we get some more news about this Gambit series, or really anything pretty cool from Marvel Comics, we're going to bring it to you right away. If you want to get all the updates, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. But until we get more news, what do you guys think? Are you excited to see Chris Claremont return to the Marvel Universe in a Gambit series? And if Claremont wasn't using Gambit for this story, which of his X-Men would you like to see him focus on? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.